Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Spinning past him. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft. Free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Breeze. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Back to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 46, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They run it again with Cook. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Running right with Kelly. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Breeze. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A toss to Cook. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
On 2nd down, Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good pickup there of 22. Give, this is their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Breeze to throw on second down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Breeze will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Now Breeze again. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Again, it's Cook. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cook following the penalty. And now running right through it. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give. This is Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The second quarter score from KC. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Breeze now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now is Breeze. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third and long, it's Breeze. Gonna look deep for Jet. This is caught at the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? The second quarter score from KC. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So out now come the Redskins. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad?
And he loses the football a second time. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here again is McKinnon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Breeze. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Fresh set of downs here. They'll hand it off. Lacey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you take a look at Eddie Lacy, you expect the run we just saw, don't you? A battering ram type of an effort.
Absolutely. Such a tough runner at Alabama where he won those national championships, and a tough runner here in the NFL. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Gonna look deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now McKinnon. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. McKinnon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Ohio! Let's go! 38!
They run it with McKinnon, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And here come the Redskins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Lacey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Sherrills. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ohio! Let's go!
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he is knocked down from the side. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run once more with McKinnon, and he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Here's McKinnon. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they try the right side here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll drop it off to P-Ride, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
This will be taken in at the 1. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt.
go.